This may be the twilight of Australia's big broadsheet newspapers, but the Sydney Morning Herald's new editor-in-chief is seeing this as the dawning of a new media age.
It is upsetting, it has to be unsettling, but I also think everyone up there knows that we have to change, that we actually have to adapt to the new world.
The painful process of evolution in the media world continues, with hundreds of job cuts looming at Fairfax. 3 senior editorial figures quit the company's newspapers yesterday. The Melbourne Age's new editor-in-chief has now been revealed. In this Fairfax media video, Andrew Holden sets out his vision for maintaining quality journalism at the newspaper.
I think the fundamentals really haven't changed. I mean, the basics of accuracy, the basics of getting a good sense of the story and telling the facts straight without any corporate spin, without any political tweaking to it at all, that hasn't changed.
Andrew Holden, it said, is well used to upheaval. He was editor of Christchurch's newspaper, The Press. In last year's earthquake, its headquarters was extensively damaged and one staff member was killed.
We knew that we were changing the way that Fairfax produces media, and that's what all our announcements last week were all about. And in a sense, it's kind of bringing in people who, or new people to do that.
But Fairfax's biggest share owner, the mining billionaire Gina Rinehart, wants to bring in her own new people. Specifically, she wants 3 seats on the company board, but she's refusing to sign Fairfax's Charter of Editorial Independence. Answering questions for Gina Rinehart, her company Hancock Prospecting released a statement saying it hoped Mrs Rinehart may be viewed by the board as a successful business person and a necessary white knight with mutual interest in a sustainable Fairfax. However, unless director positions are offered without unsuitable conditions, Mrs Rinehart is unable to assist Fairfax at this time. Hancock Prospecting may hence sell its interest. That threat caused Fairfax shares to dive to a record low. Gina Rinehart's brinkmanship has prompted a number of prominent Australians to publish a letter in today's Age calling for the protection of the newspaper's independence.
I guess what we're saying to anybody who comes and joins the Age board is to recognise that the heart of the business that they're buying into and the value of the business is in the independence. And if you compromise that, what are you selling?
Meanwhile, Mrs Rinehart is increasing her media investments elsewhere, laying out an additional $20 million, buying newly issued shares in the 10 network to maintain her almost 11% share of the company. And the media industry turmoil continues, with 7 West Media appointing a new chief executive. David Leckie is standing down and taking on a new role of Executive Director of Media for 7 Group Holdings. He'll be replaced by Don Volti, the former Managing Director and CEO of Woodside Petroleum. The announcement saw 7's share price plunge amid concerns about Mr Volti's lack of media experience. Nick Grimm, ABC News.